All right, I have my Coosa board here. I just bought a half sheet for this is Lido 14 Transom. Traced it out from the exterior edge. So it's gonna be, you know, the thickness of the fiberglass off. At first I trimmed it, then I measured it and trimmed it one more time just to get it closer. Or I placed it up against the transom. I've got this set at a 45, it's like 54, 36 degree angle there. And that's gonna be the trailing edge here. It's a little bit sloped at the bottom, at the hull, where it meets the hull, so. That edge, this edge, I'm not sure. I mean, it was also rotted. I couldn't remember. It might be rounded, but I'm just going to do whatever is easy enough to glass over that meets. I will put on my stuff, a suit, the mask, the gloves, and I have this angle finder here. That's how I got it right on the, pretty much right on the money. It's a jigsaw, so, you know, can only ever be so much on the money. The blade bends. This thing, if it's not locked in, is, you know, one of the preset angles, it kind of wobbles. So I put a zip tie here that I can kind of push against to hold this in place. We'll see if it works. I hope. All right. All right, transom is cut. In that time lapse, I was checking the angle. Everything's pretty much right on with the angle finder. Just a slight bevel. I checked it halfway to cut, see if it fits. It does, it's just tight. It's definitely a 3-inch gap, and it's just, if there's resin and stuff in there, it's gonna slide right in. But in the meantime, we're just gonna back it up to the transom and see how it fits. Memento. All right. Yeah, it just gets tight down there, but that's good. Means it ain't going nowheres. Anyway, I'm gonna clamp this onto the back and we'll see how well it conforms to the shape and if we need to sand or anything. I mean, it slides out, but it is flush down through there. I wonder if there's a slight bow in the bow also. I mean, in the transom, the bow. Bow in the bow. There's a bow in the bow. By the way, K1200 RS. I'm transferring from going 120, 130 miles an hour down to 6. I mean, in this thing you might be able to get, I don't know what the top speed of these are. I've heard they're pretty fast. Anyway, we'll see what happens. All right. Looks pretty good. I'll take you back over there in a moment. I'm getting the sweaty glove off. I want to show you just how dusty it is, though. I mean, just from touching the Coosa to put it in place, it's super dusty. Therefore, definitely want to wear gloves. Mask, I would say, also essential. My suit was covered with dust afterwards, which I just hosed off. And I can assure you that if you think wearing the suit is gross, you should try hosing yourself off with the hot water from the hose, because you're impatient. And it's Texas, so the water coming out of the hose is never that cold until around December. But it's what we drank growing up, and that's why I can do stuff. Looks pretty good. I'm pleased. Look at that angle. Almost perfect. Look at that. Oh yeah, that looks really good. This stuff cuts super easy. And I'm sure it shapes pretty easy too, but here's the fiberglass, the roving in there that gives it its shear strength. Is it shear strength? Probably. As well as some rigidity, I guess. I don't know. I've never worked with fiberglass before. There's some pits in it. I'm sure that's just normal from the machining process. Oh, great. Good work. Just knock that down upwind of my fucking nostrils. This thing's real clean. A few chunks of epoxy to pop out there. You can see some wood grain in it down in there. And then I'll be done. Giant piece of wood.